YouTube, my name is Mesa Sean, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 DLC Shadowkeep news video. Yeah, folks, we've got a ton of stuff to go over in this video, so strap in. We're going to recap some stuff coming out of packs. We're going to talk about some exotic buffs that got leaked out. We're getting an update this week, 2.5.2.2. And you could tell by the thumbnail, one of the exotics that is getting a buff. We'll go over that. We're going to talk about some clarifications on Crosssave and how season passes are going to work. Actually, some really good news on that. And then on the flip side, we're going to talk about some community outrage, because safe to say, the community on all social media platforms are pretty upset with Bungie, or a situation right now that we don't know the full information on. So when I get to this part of the video, I'm going to reserve my judgment and, as usual, take the glass half full approach to it, but we'll discuss the community outrage in a bit here. And that's it, so let's get into it. If you find this video enjoyable, a like rating is very much appreciated, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Let's do this, folks. Stormtrance Warlocks. Looks like we're getting a new exotic chest piece, and big shout out to Timesplitter01 for sending me the link to this, and I will link all of my sources as usual in the description. Now, I know it's really hard to read the description on this because someone obviously took this picture with their cell phone, but the actual perk is going to be the more enemies you defeat with Stormtrance, the more damage output that you do. For my Warlock Stormtrance, the Crown of Tempests, that's my favorite exotic for Stormtrance, because it will make your Stormtrance go on forever, especially if you're clearing a room full of red bars. My question is, what is going to be the cap for this thing? There has to be some sort of cap in the amount of damage that you deal, because you can't just kill like 20 Thrall at one time when you pop it. Let's say you're getting surrounded, and all of a sudden you have max damage you can deal, and then you could just go up to like a big yellow bar or wanted enemy and just insta-melt them. There's got to be some sort of cap to it. You let me know what you think in the comment section. Next up, we've got some new triumphs, or we have some new titles to go for. So we have Undying, and that's obviously for the season of the Undying. We've got Shadowkeep, and that title is called Harbinger. And then lastly, for the Garden of Salvation raid, that one is simply titled Enlightened. In terms of the actual triumphs that you need to complete, well, you've got 14 for Undying, you've got 10 for Harbinger, and you've got 16 that you need to finish for Enlightened. This image came from Frosty over on Twitter, and either he took it or someone else, but whoever took it, they were slick, because it looks like they were taking a selfie in front of the screen, but you could see the sunshot in the background. Well, what do you see in terms of the difference of the sunshot you're used to now and this one? Well, this one has 12 rounds. Yeah, that's going to be the new buff to Sunshot. Sunshot normally right now has 8 rounds in it, and the #1 complaint about Sunshot is, well, it does not have enough rounds in the magazine, and you're constantly reloading it. I think that's all they really need to do to Sunshot. I mean, if you have the Masterwork version of it, you've got great stability on that thing, because that is the main perk for Masterworking it. It's got decent range, it's got decent impact, it fires 150 rounds per minute, and I think it's a good exotic. It's just the ammunition stinks on that thing, so raising it to 12, I think that's appropriate. What do you guys think in the comment section? Anything else you'd like to see done to Sunshot? Once again, let's revisit seasons and the season ranks and so forth. Now, people need to keep in mind, these are on top of everything else coming along with Shadowkeep. These are additional rewards. Now, when you buy Shadowkeep, you get Season of the Undying. Now, on top, you've got the free track, and down at the bottom, you've got the premium track. And again, it appears that if you have the premium track, the paid for, that you get something every time you rank up. And it looks like you'll get everything you would get in the premium track in the free track. It'll just take longer. And they did say, or Luke Smith said in his blog post, that eventually down the road, when they get towards the end of the season, you can actually buy some ranks. But he said they want to just kind of work out the numbers and see how everyone progresses. And he even gave some examples of if you just play casually, just doing bounties and running strikes, you should be able to get ranks up fairly quickly, even on the free track. Now, for the standard edition of Shadowkeep, well, you get a single season pass, and also you have access to the premium track, okay? So it makes things a little bit easier. They're giving it away. In the deluxe edition, when you move up to the $60 price range from $35, you're going to get 4 season passes and then a whole bunch of exclusive Eris-themed items like the exotic emote, exotic ghost shell, emblem, things like that. Now, I retweeted this image here from the good old Rise of Iron days, and a shout out to you, Shadow, KillaJD. I see you in every single video leaving comments, man. Thank you for your support, dude. But you do have a point here. He says, I don't know why everyone is going crazy over the seasonal rank rewards when we already had this in D1 before Fortnite did. Now, before you go off on me and Shadow here, all right, let's talk about this for a second here. If we think about Rise of Iron, right? We paid $40, I believe, was Rise of Iron, right? You got all that content, kind of a short story mission, tons of endgame stuff to do. But yeah, we had this Rise of Iron book, and as you completed things in it, you got rewarded. There was packages, there was ghost shells, there was some weapons here and there, a ship, shaders, whatever. Now, the reason why Bungie is going in this direction, on top of the content we're getting with Shadowkeep, is they want you to play whatever you want to play, and you have a track to get rewards. Now, I stated in my video when we discussed this initially, the one thing I'm not exactly happy about is that there are exotics in there, like Ariana's Vow, the exotic hand cannon. If you have the premium track, you're going to get it at rank 1. If you're on the standard track, I think you don't get it until like rank 25 or something like that, but you still get the exotic. The reason why I'm not exactly cool with that is because I feel like exotics should not even be in there, right? Exotics should be giving you that freak out reaction when they drop from a Nightfall or a Pinnacle activity, or just playing the game, just like Destiny 1 had it. You played the game, you did a Nightfall, you did a strike, hey, an exotic engram dropped, woo, I got something really cool. But putting it in something that I know I'm going to hit rank 25 and I'm definitely going to get it, I just don't like the predictability of that, but I understand why they're doing it. Now let's talk about cross-save and buying content between different platforms. So good old Paul Tassi from Forbes magazine, I'm going to link him and also some of his articles in the description. He writes for Forbes and he writes a lot about Destiny too. Anyway, he tweeted out, so interesting thing I just heard from Bungie. Seasons are cross-account purchases if you buy them on your main platform. As in, if you choose your PS4 characters as your main and you buy the season there, it will transfer via PC via cross-save, but only if you do it that way. However, then Luke Smith did a clarification statement. Your season pass and its progression will travel with your cross-saved Guardian, meaning set up cross-save, and when you own the season pass, if that's what you're into, play it anywhere your Guardian is. Now, with Shadowkeep, it gets a little dicey, and what I mean by that is this. So if you buy a season, right? Let's not talk about Shadowkeep. You buy a season on whatever platform. You could play that season's content on any of the platforms, Xbox, PC, PlayStation 4. However, Shadowkeep is a little different. You will need to buy Shadowkeep on the different platforms that you play on. Remember, when you buy Shadowkeep, you do get the season along with it. So this is really not applicable to Shadowkeep, but for myself on PS4 and PC, I'll need to buy Shadowkeep twice. But this is more referring to future seasons. If you buy a season, you buy it on one platform, you could play it on all 3 platforms. Paul Tassi summarizes it in his article, which I will link in the description best at the end. In short, it does not matter where you buy seasons so long as your account has cross-save active. The end. It remains a bit complicated due to Shadowkeep, New Light, the Battle Pass, and all the different stuff that's in the game now, but I think once we move into the era where we are just purchasing seasons by themselves, it will be a bit more clear. Even if they seem like DLC, they are not classified as DLC. They're silver purchases, and as such, they will transfer between cross-save accounts. They did say at one point, yeah, we're going to buy these seasons, not going in there and actually buying the season. We're going to use silver, and you're going to use silver to buy the season in the game. Finishing off the video, let's talk about the community outrage. So here are some screenshots of some more raid weapons. We've got a fusion rifle, we've got a hand cannon here. We don't see any perks in it because obviously this is some sort of weird developer build. But here we see a whole bunch of armor pieces and a whole bunch of weapons, and this is what kind of sparked the community outrage. And the fine folks over at Reddit put this image together, and pretty much the raid armor, or it's appearing, is the reskinned version of the Curse of Osiris Eververse set. Not even the Curse of Osiris Legendary set, the Eververse set, which I thought did look amazing. And Swetsicle, the Twitch streamer, posted this image where they compared the helmets, and it's kind of a reskin of the helmet from the Eververse set during the Curse of Osiris era. Now, Dylan from Bungie responded on Reddit. He said, "Hey all, seeing some misinformation spreading, so wanted to take a moment to confirm that this is the raid armor. We're currently out of the office and at PAX West. Once we are back in the office, we will have more details on what's coming." Now, another thing I'm a little concerned with is this armor set right here. I thought was going to be the Season of the Undying armor set that you just earned playing the game. I think this is going to be the Eververse set for Season of the Undying. Because if we look at the rank up rewards, those icons do not look like at all that Vex armor that I just showed you. So, with that being said, let's have a debate in the comment section. Here's where I look at things glass half full. Dylan specifically said there's some misinformation out there. So he confirmed it. Yep, it's raid armor, but there's some misinformation out there. So what is the misinformation? Could they maybe be bringing back the ornament system? Could that be the base raid armor? It looks like similar to the Curse of Osiris Eververse armor. And then by raid challenges or doing something within Season of the Undying, you unlock some sort of ornaments that makes it look totally unlike anything we've ever seen before. I don't know. That's me trying to look at it from a positive perspective, but there is something that we don't know right now, because otherwise Dylan would not have said that. That is going to do it for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. Leave me a good old hashtag made it to the end if you did make it to the end. If you would like to further support this channel, become a channel member, click the link in the description or click join on the screen. We've got a really awesome community over on Discord right now. We actually have a Mesa Army clan that's building up, and a lot of people are doing raids, they're LFGing, and it's a really fun time, and I like to check in with you guys every day on the channel member Discord. It's a really fun community, so click the link in the description if you would like to become a part of that. Anyway, do me a favor, drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at MesaSean and check out my stream. You usually know it's on YouTube, and that's it. I am out of here like Vladimir.